Okay, so this is day 2 of our trip to Elk Lake and the day in which we take on the Trans-Canada Adventure Trail. We entered just east of Shining Tree along this red line section, which is called an alternative technical section. Here we're getting our bikes ready to enter the forest and heading off to unknown conditions on this trail. You can see here that conditions were pretty good, at least in the beginning of the ride. It was a nice, cool day with sunshine, and the riding was just perfect through these beautiful areas of the forest. Sometimes single track, but mostly double track, as we wound in and out of forests and under hydro lines. Quite often this path was considered to be a maintenance route for the hydro lines. There were some wet sections like this with some puddles, and we had to stop to see how deep they were before entering them. There were offshoots from this trail, as you will see here on the left, and quite frequently we had to stop to check the GPS and make sure we were on the correct trail, and sometimes reverse our course. Here you will see me going along, and after I've gone through quite a deep little muddy section, I'm stopping here to see if I can hear the bikes of Jimmy and Tom, and when it's clear that there's no engines behind me, I stop and go back to see what has happened. Tom has already picked up his bike after dropping it when he stopped behind Jimmy, who hesitated before crossing this puddle, and now it's Tom's turn to do the crossing. Riding these trails and being up on the foot pegs all the time can be hard work, and we had to stop quite frequently to get our breath back. Here, Tom has dropped his bike on the steep incline when he hit this rock that I'm pointing to. No big problem to pick up the bike and get going, and we're back on the trail again. This was an amazing feeling to be so deep in the woods in northern Ontario, where it is very remote and there's hardly any population around. Just some small towns, and probably we're about 40 kilometers south of Timmins, heading north in this direction. I have quite a long section here of recording riding through these trees on this beautiful day with two good friends enjoying an adventure together. I'm going to leave about 6 minutes of constant video of us riding through these trees because it is so satisfying and so nice to be experiencing this. And I would like to have this video available for when I'm old and decrepit and can no longer do these kind of things, to think back and remember what it was like at the time. Well, it was finally my turn to put the bike down on the right-hand side of the trail. Came across this puddle, trying to keep the front wheel in the middle part on the grass, lost the back end to the left, nearly saved it, and hit a tree stump and ended up under the bike. After all that hot work, it was time. We're going to take a swim in this pond, under this bridge, off there. All credit to Jimmy, who loves to take a swim in these cold lakes and rivers up north. And today was no different, but this time it was really needed and nice and refreshing.
And Jimmy going out in the loon ship.
I don't think they put the chlorine in yet, Tom. Whoa. Oh, it's
you got to get back out of there too, right?
Getting out.
Just go for it. Just go for it.
I think we're gonna have to dive.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Whoa!
I didn't even touch the bottom.
How is it?
Down flat. The nice thing about diving is you don't feel the cold. You think, if I don't hit the bottom, I'll be fine. After getting dried off, it was time to get back on the bikes and head for the last section of the trail as we made our turn and started heading west to end the alternative technical section.
Oh man.
Few little tricky spots there.
Where is it showing you we are now?
We're turning. We're turning, my boys. I'd say we've got 6-7 k's at the most.
That'd be nice. I got 17, but let's see.
Now Michelle would be loving this too. He likes this kind of stuff.
Keep cursing and swearing. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Just like that, we are out. Mission accomplished, having finished the technical part of this section of the Trans-Canada Adventure Trail. You can see from the maps that we are south of Timmins and close to a little place called Matagami where we exit.